Welcome back to The Verdict. Today is Valentine's Day. We will be looking at all of our favorite romantic films. Okay.
I am not trying to meet another man at this time. You and I should,
All right.
get
Today is
together sometime and
Valentine's
have a
Day.
drink.
We're going to see
I
what's
don't
been
think that'll be a
happening.
very good
We
idea.
all picked very romantic movies, so I'm pretty excited. I think I'm going to go first. I picked
to meet
one
another
of my favorite movies from 1997,
trying
Love
to
Jones.
meet
The movie
another
stars
man at
Lorenz
this
Tate,
time. You and I
Nia
should,
Long, and Isaiah Washington.
together sometime
Let's watch.
and have a
Let's
drink.
watch the trailer.
I don't think that'll be. I am not trying to meet another man at this time. You and I should get together sometime and have a drink. I don't
Cool,
think that'll be a
cool.
very good idea.
Count me in, Clark.
Persistence.
Be surprised how far I can get you.
Boom. Put it on. I want you to meet a friend of mine, Tracy Powell.
Hi.
What?
You married?
Wait, if my memory serves me correctly, you were the one that told me not to get married.
I did say that, but I also said the Commodores would get back together. I mean, who knew?
All right, so I want to start off by saying this is my ultimate favorite love movie. Love Jones. I remember watching it when I was younger, and even now, just rewatching it, it gives the epitome of black love. Just the romance in it, the on-screen chemistry between Lorenz Tate and Nia Long. Oh my goodness, it makes my heart throb now. What do you guys think of the movie?
Well, like you said, it's basically, how best way I can say this, because it's like a lovely movie, but it's like a great African American movie that makes me realize that two African Americans, or I'm gonna say black people, can fall in love with each other just like that. And one of them literally just said that they wasn't even gonna look for a marriage or look for a relationship, but they proved them wrong. So I like it. It's really interesting.
What about you, Rashaun?
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see this film because I had so much going on. But from what I heard from both of y'all, honestly, I might watch it a little bit after the show. You said basically it shows good portrayal of black love. What is that like? What do you mean by black love?
I think that sometimes, now we're all people of color on here. I think that sometimes love can be portrayed differently in films.
Yes.
And when it comes to black people, it can be portrayed, aggressively, or just that there's a lot of problems in relationships and stuff like that
And
to
also-
get to that love ending. But I felt like in this film, did they have problems? Yeah. But it wasn't like, it wasn't like baby mama drama. It wasn't like stuff like that. Like a stereotypical.
It's like what's that one movie with the dude and his mom and the baby mom was upset with the dude and the
Oh,
stepdad's
that's
a jerk.
Baby Boy.
Huh?
Baby Boy? Or are you something different?
It's something different. It's got like 3 daughters and
Oh, Daddy's little
little girl. Daddy's
Yeah,
little girl.
Yes.
there's just so much. Sometimes I feel like in Hollywood there's a stereotype.
Well, I ain't gonna say how. I'm gonna stop you right there because it's not in Hollywood. It's like people who has bad relationships, or even have like trouble issues with relationships in the past. They're really skeptical of jumping into another one, because as you seen on the film, because she was nervous because she had already had a bad breakup at once.
Right.
And it helps to give the courage to go back up and try to find love again. I mean,
Yeah.
you can literally, this is a great example of anything's possible.
Oh, I 100% agree. So one of my favorite moments in the film was just showcasing how Nia Long's character, she was kind of testing.
She was.
Just to see that if Lorenz Tate's character was going to go out and actually not fight for her, but
At least try to stand
yeah,
up for
make
what
it
he-
seem like he cared, and he brushed it off like, oh, this is just a fling. This is just, do your thing, girl. That's okay, And I think sometimes as women, we get kind of like, oh, let me test you a little bit. Let me see how far you're gonna go
Oh,
for
that's
me.
anything.
And I don't know. I just really resonated with that moment. Like I like to test the boundaries. I want to see if you're really for me.
Well, I mean, I understand though. Like I really do, cause I've been tested. I've been, had trials and tribulations so many times.
Yeah.
But I mean, you gotta put forth in the effort into your relationship or your, your situationship or your talking stage, to make you even want to push forward. Because most people don't even just give up on the first try. I mean, it ain't no necessarily just give up, because we done went through so much trials and tribulations that we don't even know like what do we supposed to do in some situations. Because as not even just Nia Long's character, but also I can't remember him, the actor. Lorenz State. Yes.
Yeah.
He even said it, like he was like, I wasn't even going to try, but he gave it a shot, and once he gave it a shot, it was just like he finally made it. He finally passed the task of him caring for her.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's crazy because when you're in that dating, not even dating stage, because for me, dating is dating multiple people. Dating is not me being exclusive with you. When I'm dating, I'm gonna date him. Okay, we're not.
I'm sorry.
No,
what?
no, I mean, do you not agree? Do you not agree, Rashaun, that dating is dating multiple people, not just dating?
Not necessarily.
No,
not necessarily.
Listen, but if you come to me and say we're gonna be exclusive, then we're no longer dating. We're being exclusive. I think that's where. But see, you got to remember, I'm older, so dating for me is not. I want to be with you.
Dating a little bit.
Dating is the next step of relationship. So like, if you can't handle dating, or you can't handle just like being.
So then, what do you call it when you're talking to multiple people?
You're talking. There's difference.
No. I call it dating, because you're gonna go out on a date with multiple people, right?
You can go out with somebody and you can still talk. But you can't just date and then just like go with another person. That's impossible.
No,
like,
I
ain't gonna say that's impossible.
I think you're having the word dating misconstrued, because when I think of dating, I think of talking to multiple people, and then you move on to the next step. You find somebody that you actually want to be with, that you're considering. Then you're gonna move on to the next step, and you're gonna get exclusive, and you're gonna be like, you know what? Hey, listen, I just want to be hollering at you. And that's for me though.
So if I walk up to, let's say, you and Michael, and I'd be like, hey, are y'all dating or are y'all like together? And he goes, we're dating. You go, we're together. Which one's correct?
Well, it would have to be, if I'm talking to multiple people, then yeah, I'm dating around,
okay.
right? Okay.
We're going to talk about this afterwards.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it later.
This is
getting
Valentine's Day, so we're talking all things love. I absolutely loved Love Jones.
Seems more like
it
lust,
was a great
but okay.
movie. If you have not watched it, watch it. We are going to go into our next film. Before we do, though, since me and Kai are the only ones who have watched it, I'm going to rate this movie a 10. Just the romance, the poetry, the love, the chemistry that the two characters had. Hands down, number one in my book. This will always be my favorite movie. 1, for Black History Month. 2, for Valentine's Day. And 3, just all around. I'm giving it a 10. Kai, what do you think?
I'm going to go ahead and be honest with you. Like, it's nice. I love the movie. It's like, it's black love. I love it. But I'm going to have to give it an 8.
An 8?
It's an 8. It's an 8 because the way it was even coming to, like, like you said, like, he was just not shrugging it off. Like, it irritates a real guy. Gonna be irritated with the whole thing.
No, I don't think so. Look, Lorenz
That's me. That's my opinion.
There was a more artistic feel to this film, and I felt like they were really trying to portray that. Giving that artistic vibe, that music vibe, that I just feel like.
Now the music, I will admit.
Yes.
Music.
If you have not heard the soundtrack to this,
go and listen to it.
Go listen to it. You have everybody from Lauryn Hill on there.
Yes.
It's a great soundtrack. But yes, hands down, number one, my favorite top movie. in the world. Every time I watch this movie, it makes me think that love is just, it's solid. It's solid. Even with trials, even with tribulations, even when you're feeling some type of way about your dude, it's solid. So
From what I'm hearing from both of y'all, it sounds really good, and I am still going to watch it afterwards, but it's just right now, I don't know, right? Maybe. I'll take your word for it because you never gave me a terrible movie before. So
it's a good movie. Like if I say it's a good movie, it's a good movie.
That's fair. Yeah.
All right, we're getting the wrap up here now, so we're gonna go ahead and go into Kai's movie, and he's gonna let us know what he watched.
The movie that I chose was Queen and Slim. The movie stars Daniel Kaluuya, Jodie Turner-Smith, and Bokeem Woodbine. Let's watch the trailer. Roll it.
What if God wanted me to die and I messed up his plan?
I don't think that's what he wanted.
How you know?
I just think you were meant to be here. I'm scared.
It's all right. I'll be brave enough for the both of us.
I'm taking you dancing. Let's go.
You're willing to risk getting caught so we can dance?
Hell yeah.
Don't worry, you're safe here.
I just want to let you know that I'm okay and that I love you.
I want a guy to show me myself. I want him to love me so
Hey, fool, hold on.
I'm not afraid to show him how ugly I can be.
So, how do y'all feel about the movie? Have y'all, did y'all watch it?
You know what? I think it was a great interpretation of ride or die.
Yeah, for
Hey,
real.
took the words
Ride
right out
or
of my
die to the fullest.
That's a ride or die
Listen,
right there.
It's hard to find somebody who's going to be on your team. And I felt like this movie really stood out as far as who's on your team. Who's going to be there for you when you down in the
Well, the
slums?
beginning part, you couldn't really see it as that because, you got to admit, that Tinder date was rough.
Look, no. It's not even just that. It's like, you just got off a regular date. It's just like, it's just a typical black woman thing. But when it comes down to it, she literally was with him till the end.
Yeah, no, and that's what I appreciate. At the beginning of the movie, I couldn't
that's something
get
that's
with
hard
her.
to find, especially in relationships and marriage and everything. Like having that ride or die. I only know one person. Well, I know two people that's in a relationship right now that has ride or dies. I know two, and that right there is the big standing out for me for this whole movie because during the I'm not trying to be a spoiler alert.
Spoil
because,
it for them.
But I'm gonna go ahead and break it down. It's like when police come after you, you're on the run, and then y'all were trying to find places that can even accept you, and people just helping you out left and right. You had people literally looking up to you and making you feel like you're a legacy. That's something that's really that stood out to me throughout this whole movie. And it's really, 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 really good. So I really enjoyed it. This is my movie right now.
You know what? I think he thinks it's really good. I agree with you on this. The film was good. I absolutely enjoyed it. You're right. It is hard to find somebody that's going to be there for you, that's going to hold you down. Listen, shout out to all the men and women that are holding their people down in prison. I'm messing. Listen.
Ooh, okay.
Listen, but it's hard, right? It's hard to be with somebody and to take on all their faults, take on all their, all the bad, all the good. It's hard. So when you find somebody that can be there for you, that can hold you down when you down, I think, you got to hold on to them. So, yeah, I think this film was a great film to portray that.
The funny thing is, though, the marketing for this film, when trailers and stuff were coming out, I didn't really pay too much close attention to the trailers. And from what I got from it, it just seemed like a black version of Bonnie and Clyde.
You know what? And y'all need to quit taking my words. I'm mad at both of y'all because y'all been taking my words. So, yes, and it is kind of like a black version of Bonnie and Clyde. But the thing is that was so different is the way they didn't even try to kill no one. They didn't kill no one.
Yeah, they didn't mean to do any of this stuff.
They were just trying to defend themselves and like anybody else. I will say this. If somebody was in hurt or in trouble or hurt or down bad or I would try to help them out as much as I can. And that's what Daniel did. Daniel really tried to help her out and she was, he was just saying get back in the car. Just do what we're told. Mm-hmm. And he messed around, pulled the gun out, and it was just a misfire. And that right there is just and the way they portrayed them as a villain, they were just evil. But all in reality, they were just humans, just like you, me, and everybody else, even the viewers. So
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. And just like Rashaun said, 100% black version of Bonnie and Clyde. I mean,
Well, that's what I got originally from the
Yeah.
from the trailer and stuff. But when I actually sat down to watch the film,
It's
I didn't
emotional.
really get that as much.
I got emotional. I'm not even gonna lie. I
No,
got
Oh,
emotional.
yeah. No,
I
it
did.
definitely had its moments. It had its moments in where you get a little bit of. I felt like you had to search a little bit more for the romantic side of things, but
You did?
I had to. I
Yeah,
especially
I
had
feel
to
like-
past the beginning part, like maybe during like the second act, I kind of like caught on more. Like it actually, I could feel for these characters. The beginning part, I'm not gonna lie, maybe.
Nah, the beginner part, I will understand. It was like a typical black
acting all
people relationship.
stuck
Not
up
even
and
gonna lie.
whatnot. Like, see, you know, I would have made that excuse to like, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom. My stomach isn't feeling good. Left. I gotta sit there at the date. Like,
listen,
come on.
I felt like this movie itself though isn't your typical romance movie. It's not. I don't see it. I didn't see it that way. I didn't see it as a romantic like.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm finna spoil this movie, okay?
Spoil
y'all, I'm
it,
finna
spoil it
spoil
for
it.
them.
But y'all didn't realize like it's a legacy. Like when Jody asked, "Are you my legacy?" and he responded with, "You already are." And then
No, that's romantic. I get that.
Okay, so
that
like,
was romantic.
So, no,
but in the film in itself, I just felt like it wasn't your typical romance. Like, hey, let's get lovey-dovey. Let's cuddle.
I get that, but I think it's more of like as the years go by, that sort of like thing in media changes itself. So I don't think we're gonna see as much of that anymore, unless you really want to watch like a Hallmark movie or something like that.
Oh no, I 100% agree with you on that. I mean, I feel like during Valentine's Day you get those cheesy love. I think the last cheesy love movie that I watched was Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, with what is it? It had all those famous characters in it. Anyways,
Drawing blanks.
This movie doesn't give me cheesy, lovey-dovey. It's a great movie to watch.
There was one corny moment in the movie, but I'm going to talk about that later because I don't want to
no.
right now.
We're gonna talk about it now because come on, just spill it.
Yeah.
You Are My Legacy part was corny.
Come on,
What?
man.
I loved that part.
No,
I loved it.
We're gonna catch these hands right after this show. Don't worry about it.
I thought it was
Nah,
super
bro, that
sweet.
wasn't corny.
No,
that was not corny.
Actually, if anything,
that actually made me cry because I had a tear
It's a
coming
nice
down.
moment, but
I had
like
a
the
tear
line
coming
itself
down
is
my
just
eye.
corny.
I thought it was the most romantic part of the movie, to be honest with you. I thought it was like, I was like that right there. Like, let some man tell me that. Then, I'm just saying. I'd be weak in the knees and everything. I'm just saying.
Well, the thing, I'm gonna go ahead and end it like this. But it made me cry because like when he picked her up and he was walking.
Oh my
And
gosh.
he walked. He literally picked her up and walked her. Come on, tell me that ain't love. That's somebody.
I
that's
give
somebody
you that.
that held you down to
That
the
is
end.
love.
Yeah, no, and I get that.
No. I 100% agree with you on that. No doubts about that. That is love. I feel like this movie is a different type of love movie. You know what I mean?
That's a ride or die. This is a ride or die love. If y'all got that ride or die love, shout out.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
a shout out.
Definitely a ride or die love. Wait, before we move on to the next, I want to ask: have y'all ever been in love before?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, who hasn't?
That's the whole reason why I picked my movie, and we'll get into that.
Oh my God.
All right. Listen, ask yourself that. Have you ever been in love? I'm just saying. But next, we're going on to our next movie.
Hold on, wait. Hold on. We need the main important thing. What is y'all reviews on that? 1 out of 10. I'm not finna leave this alone because I know what I'm giving it. I'm giving it a 10.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know about y'all.
You've been talking about this film
Of
since
course.
we decided that we were going to do a Valentine's
Yes, because
Day
it
special.
stood out. It stands out as a love. Like,
Yeah.
this is the definition of love. If you don't know the definition of it, watch this movie. Promise you.
I don't know.
That's,
Like, I
that's
feel
the definition of a ride or die.
I don't
Ride
know.
or die lover right here.
So
It
what
was a
did you
good
rate it?
movie.
Huh?
So you're rating it?
I'm rating it a 10. What you rating it as?
I would rate it an 8.5.
Oh.
It was good, but it's just not my typical. See, I'm a Hallmark girl. I'm
Ew,
for it.
that's worse.
Okay,
That's
Oh my
okay,
God.
calm it
Ew.
down. Listen, I'm a Hallmark girl to the fullest. But like I said, Love Jones, it gives that ooey gooey like I said, weak in the knees.
You
have
got that think like a man movie right there. That's right there.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely not. Rashaun, what would
What'd
you
you
rate
rate it
that?
as?
I'd rate it a 6.
What?
Whoa!
Now, hold on.
He's hating on me.
Catch his hands right. Don't worry about
here's
it.
The thing,
Next
though.
movie.
Here's the thing about it. I don't really care for romance films like that, and this one was good, but it's just like, I don't like. I'm sorry, man. It was good. It was a good movie. I didn't care for it much as a romance movie, but it was a good movie.
Listen.
A 6 is crazy.
Overall,
I would accept a 7.
So I didn't care that much for it, but I thought overall the film in itself, I would rate it an 8.5. The acting, all of that.
The film itself overall, I give it a 6, maybe a 7, but
you just want me to fight on Valentine's Day, don't you?
Listen.
You really want me to fight on
We're not
Valentine's
going to be
Day?
fighting today because it is Love Day. So we're going to go ahead and go on to
Love.
Rashaun's movie.
Love is
I'm
pain.
excited. I've watched this movie multiple times.
I like
go
this
ahead
one.
and let him
Now, this is gonna be
explain what it is. Rashaun?
So I originally had picked This Is 40, and I was also thinking about doing You People, but then I actually came across Crazy Rich Asians on Hulu because I was just bored and binge watching. So I decided to go ahead and talk about Crazy Rich Asians because it connected with me so much. This film stars Constance Wu, Gemma Chan, and Michelle Yeoh. So let's go ahead and watch the trailer and get into this.
The Nick you're dating is Nick Young?
Yeah, you guys know them or something?
Hells yeah. They're just the biggest developers in all of Singapore.
Damn, Rachel. It's like the Asian Bachelor.
These people aren't just rich, they're crazy rich.
Now, you really should have told me that you're like the Prince William of Asia.
That's ridiculous. Much more of a Harry. Mom, this is Rachel Chu.
She just thinks you're some like unrefined banana.
No. Those are few.
Man, it's about to be violent, and everybody don't even know it behind the films.
So, like I said, I came across this film on Hulu, actually, and it's funny, I was working when it came out, and I saw a lot of people go to it. I didn't really see the appeal to it at the time. I was mostly just looking for something to watch because I was bored. But this movie really connected with me, and I mostly connected to like the main characters, Candace Wu's character, her issue and her struggle with being accepted by this person's family. Mm-hmm. So,
you know, when you initially brought up the fact that you were going to do this movie, it kind of threw me off because you're like, oh, I can relate to this movie. And I was like, this is a whole movie about Asians. I would love to hear how you can relate to this movie.
Let me explain. Let me explain that part. I don't relate to the Asian aspect of it. Okay.
I'm just saying that's where my
I'm
first
relating
thought
more
was.
so to her, to Candace's. I can't remember the girl's actual name in it, and it's throwing me off for a loop. But I've been in that situation, and maybe might be currently in that situation where like I like someone, but like they don't like I'm pretty sure they don't like me back because like I may not be.
Trust me, we all been down that road.
Yeah, I may not be like their standard, or maybe like their family or something like why that won't like me. I don't know. I've been in the situation before, and it sucks, and it just kind of feels it just feels weird, man. It just
No. So I think that so I'm gonna be on topic but off topic. I think that when it comes to relationships and stuff, I think men think more about how who they're talking to, how their family's gonna react, how stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like I think because as a woman, you know what? I just already go in there with the idea that hey, your family's gonna like me. Okay, I never go in there with the idea that your people not gonna like me because I already know I'm a catch. Like I don't have to. I don't have to think twice about that.
I don't know where all this self-confidence
Hey, hold on. It took me a while just to get this confidence, okay? Bro, like, you know how hard it is trying to have confidence, especially, like, as a black man. I'm going to go ahead and be honest. As a black man, I feel like it's 2 times harder because simple fact is because you have a lot on your shoulders because it's like, for one, you already nervous because, most people think of you as how the best way I could say it, hood type.
I was gonna say hood rat.
Hood type. Then also on top of that, they expect you not to have no college degree, no nothing. Don't even got a high school degree. I mean, a lot of that.
There's a lot of stereotypes.
You see what I mean? Like, it's a lot of stereotypes, and we need, and like this, in this 2024, we're gonna have to break it. we're going to have to break it because, you know, we see a lot of people just even getting diplomas, like getting their life straight, got their stuff situated, and got their finances right. Shoot, I mean, I know a couple of black people that are living better than me. See what I mean? So it's like, I mean, that's how you look at it. And I like, you know, I'm not trying to get off topic. And that's how you look at it, like, because, you know, you nervous because, you know, this person, oh, they probably won't accept me for this, or they won't accept me for that, or they think I'm
better
this.
than you, and you kind of want to be up to their standard. You just can't.
No,
and that's why I relate.
You can't be beneath. What they say, you can't go down.
Agree,
you got to go
but
up.
I think that like I said, as a woman, I don't think she thinks too much into that. I think men think more of, hey, am I hitting that standard? Am I hitting that status quo? Because guess what? At the end of the day, I'm going to have to talk to this girl's father or mother, and she's going to ask the questions, or he's going to ask the questions.
And the funny thing is that the roles were reversed in this film.
And
I like that because it shows that both sides, like, the same thing happens to women too, but, like, And to bring up that, there's a scene in this movie, actually, that really just, like, hit for me. It's the scene where the men and women are separated. You know, they're having a bachelor party and a bachelorette party. And it's the scene with the fish in the room. That really, like, got me because I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Even when, like, the family, even like people don't really accept you as, like, you're a gold digger, you're whatever.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. You know what though? I do give you this. I think that women do have a lot of times, especially if you're with a man that is, you know, financially well off. They think, okay, automatically gold digger. And, you know what I mean?
My bad, y'all.
And that's not always the case. I think this film really led into a don't judge a book by its cover.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You can fall in love with somebody who's out of your status quo, who's not hitting your financial status, who doesn't come from, they come from a different background as you. You know, I think that just kind of opens the book. One thing I did enjoy about this movie too is that it was an all Asian cast. You know, we don't
Here
get.
We go.
Listen, we don't
Here we
get.
go. Oh my God.
We haven't started getting them as much we did until like 2019.
No,
now.
I agree with you.
Yes,
This film really opened it up to having more Asian films on a larger
the one that
market.
blew up Aquafina for real.
Yes, who I think is absolutely hilarious, to be honest. I thought she was hilarious.
She's a good
But I think this film really opened it up to showcasing the awesomeness that Asians bring to Hollywood. And this.
The way you said that was kind of but I'll let you continue.
Wait, how did I say it?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Please let's not do it right now. Please let's not.
Listen, but what I'm saying is I felt like this was a great movie. It was funny. It was romantic. It definitely led into a, you know what, don't judge a book by its cover. You can fall in love with somebody even if they don't seem like that's the person that they should be with. You can still love them.
Now, let me ask you this. What do you guys think of the other relationship in the movie? I can't remember if she was his cousin or sister, but her and her husband, you know, slowly kind of separating.
Yeah.
And then they lead it up to the where he found out, where she knew that he was having an affair.
You know, I think that, you know, sometimes relationships just don't work out. I mean, that's what it is. Sometimes relationships don't work out. I have my own thoughts on it. You know, if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. But I did think it was pretty obvious that they were.
I was hoping there was some kind of like redemption for him because I could not fully understand and relate, but I could definitely see where he's coming from because he was a soldier and he's like, it's gone now. He's starting his own business. He's having trouble. So it's kind of just like it sucks that he couldn't really work it out with her.
Yeah, you know what? And sometimes that happens. Sometimes, hey, look, you fall in love. You're in love for a time. People come in for a season, and then boom, you just fall out of love. You forget to love.
I mean, but like
the struggle comes in.
I hate to cut you off.
Go ahead.
But I would like to say it's like you know, some things are meant to be and some things are not meant to be. I mean, because, there's many people that thought they were going to be with each other till the end. I mean, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Y'all been in high school. I mean, y'all had that one person that y'all thought y'all going to be forever with.
Oh,
and
definitely.
then next thing you know, you get out of college. I mean, you get out of high school, and next thing you know, y'all barely even talk to each other.
Right.
So it's like, that's how it is. So
No, I 100% agree with you.
All right.
But let's go ahead and rate this film.
yes.
So as much praise as much I give it for the movie, I am actually gonna give it like a good 7.5 really out of 10, just because it's a good movie. It is really good, and like I said, I don't really watch romance movies like that. It's a good comedy. The thing is, it's hard to phrase it, but it's decent. I would definitely rewatch it though. I just wouldn't give it a high score because there's stuff that can be fixed.
Rashaun? Kai?
Well, I liked it. It really had a strong meaning to everything. I have to give it like a 7.5, because it was really nice. I like the comedy. I like the romantic, because not everything had to be serious. So I really like it.
You know what? I'm going to give it an 8. I think it was a solid 8. It was a good film. I enjoyed it. It was funny. It was romantic. So, yeah, definitely solid 8. All right, that is all of our films for Valentine's Day. Listen, if you haven't watched it, go out, watch one of these films with your hubby, your lovey. It doesn't matter. Your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your link. It don't matter.
It's a link.
Or like Usher.
Figure one out. Watch
like
it
Usher
even by
said,
yourself.
my boo.
Yep, your boo. Thanks for watching this lovely episode of The Verdict. Make sure to tune in next week as we celebrate Black History Month. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. We'll see you next week.
What?